You are already manifesting your reality. Every second, every thought, every feeling is a signal, and reality is responding to it. This isn't just about learning how to manifest. It's about understanding what actually happens when you do. Let me show you the system behind it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. For those of you new to my channel, my name is Trevor. I'm a natural born clairvoyant, which means I'm really able to see objectively or subjectively the past, the present or future. Sometimes on occasions I can actually enter the past, present and future, remote viewing, and also as if I'm in that moment in real time. So today we are looking at what really is it? Is it magic? Is it miracles? Is it manifestation? I really like to think of it as miracles because on so many occasions, things I've asked for have manifested the next day, right at the 11th hour. So we all get stuck in these loops, these emotional loops, these financial loops, whatever they are, where we feel as if we can't move forward. We are waiting for that next thing, the next job, the next relationship, or how can we improve our health or change the circumstances that we're in. So what is the science behind this? So today we are looking at the science of invoking and evoking. And the whole idea about this manifestation comes down to one thing. It's a signal. You are a signal and you are sending these signals out and the system is responding to you. So also remember, there were Japanese scientists that took a glass of water and they projected thoughts of love and good things into the one glass, and into the second glass of water they projected hate or some negative thoughts. So the crystal molecules in the water where love was projected changed. It was absolutely beautiful. And obviously in the other glass, it was dirty water. It became really dirty in a short space of time. So we need to understand energy follows thoughts. That is one of the key principles in spiritualism and esoteric sciences. As you think, so you become. Energy follows thought. And this is really a manifestation in action. And also on that note, so if one is able to see past, present and future, surely that timeline already exists in the divine mind. So it's really quite a mind bender when you see the future. And let me give you an example where you see a car in front of you on the highway with a certain number plate, and then you get to a house and someone opens the door and they're saying certain things. So, and now that starts to manifest every single moment from what you see on the highway to getting to the door, what that person is saying, even though I try to avoid it. So when you start to see the future, it becomes a little bit strange to try to understand this, because in a way you understand that past, present, future is already set. And if you understand it, the past's already there, it's finished. This moment now is the present. And as I finish talking, it will become the past. So if the past is set, the present is set, the future is definitely set. That is just my belief. You may have your own belief. But when you see the future, it looks as if it's set. And everyone keeps telling me for years, no, you can manifest, you can manifest. So how is it that we can manifest when the system is already set? And remember, it gets more complicated because we carry karma with us. Karma from past lives, karma that we've created in this life. So we may be stuck in certain circumstances for a reason, for our soul to learn a lesson that we're going through. But through manifestation, we can break these loops and free ourselves from these conditions. And this is really what we're looking at today. So I do believe destiny is already predetermined, every single thought, every single moment. Because when you understand the matrix and you see the divine matrix behind this life, then you understand every thought you have is rippling through that matrix. So this is why it becomes important that we watch our thoughts and our emotions. And in a sense, I would also say that manifesting is like pretending. You're acting as if. So you're putting yourself in that state to vibrate that energy to pull it back to you. Firstly, we get to invoking. So invoking is an internal process. It's the state of your being. What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are you vibrating all the time? What energy are you consistently sending out there? So invoking is you becoming a signal. So you are changing that signal. You are changing your inner frequency, your vibration, your thoughts, your feelings, which will ripple through the system and hopefully change the circumstances you find yourself in. So invoking can be a conscious call to higher intelligence, a conscious call to your own superconscious mind, your own higher self, to your own soul. So that inner process, if we understand it, in other words, you can practice certain magic rituals, burn certain candles, or you can meditate and you can start affirming. And remember, when you start affirming and repeating something over and over, it is jumping into the subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind contains all the fears and phobias and all your wishes. It's really a sea of everything. So how is it that we're able to escape the past, or this energy that is constantly pulling us into these loops? So this is really where we turn within. So we are meditating and we are changing our frequency, or we are creating certain affirmations that start to change our frequency and send the signal out. We are doing certain prayers. We are connecting with certain beings in this cosmos of ours, behind the scenes in the matrix. And so this whole inner process is really important, because what you've got to realize, it doesn't matter how much magic you do, how many prayers you do to God, and how many prayers you do to the ancient beings. If you're still in a state of fear, that fear is the signal that's being sent out. And this is one of the reasons why the manifestations are not working. So we've got to get to a point where you feel as if you're in love. And you don't have to let your mind go and create all these fantasies, but you have that feeling, that knowing within you, that state where you feel as if you're in love. The same as abundance. You want to feel that abundance. The universe is abundance. There's more than enough for everyone. So how do we pull that to us? Well, you must think it, feel it, and believe it, and not let the fear override these new thoughts, these new patterns, and these new programs that you are putting within your consciousness and within your soul, so that you can feel this. So it's not just about believing, it's about what state that you essentially are in. And when we're in very difficult situations, depression, financial situations, or you've broken up with someone, it's very difficult to break that energy, because remember, your aura is also surrounded with this energy that has certain colors. So we need to cleanse the aura and shift these energies with us on a regular basis until we can break that loop. And now we look at the second part, which is evoking. Evoking is external. In other words, this is how reality is responding to the signal that you are transmitting. And this is very important, because this is really how we develop spiritually, by mastering these energies. In other words, if you're meditating every day, you are creating a new force field, a new aura, new thoughts, and you are sending this out into the system. And now that system is evoking, and it's responding to your vibrations. So what is really happening here? It's sending you new people. It's opening up opportunities. It's putting new thoughts, new intuitions in your mind, so that you start to shift from the old energies and start to see the opportunities that are really presenting themselves before you. In other words, this is the mirror effect kicking in. So if invoking was the cause, here we have the effect. So here we are learning in a simple way how to create the cause and let it ripple into an effect, so that we can have that positive manifestation in our lives. Invoking creates the signal. Evoking triggers a response. Compensation determines what returns and when. If you wake up in a bad mood, you are already sending that signal out, which is going to cause chaos for the entire day, because this is how you're vibrating. So when we start to understand this, it's not really such a complicated process, but the important part is the rituals that you're doing, your magic, your meditation, your manifestations. What state of being are you in that moment? And when you finish that moment, are you carrying that energy consistently with you? Because that's the important part. Because in a way it is complicated, yet in a way it's absolutely simple. We just need to change our frequency. In the description box below, I've left the prayer. It's the Huna prayer. Do this prayer once a day, and preferably it's nice to do it in the same spot where it's quiet. You can even burn a candle next to it while you do the prayer. And also, when you finish the prayer, make sure you do the three Oms. just to seal this manifestation off and to bless it. Do you feel when we meditate and do these prayers and actually feel and consistently project that energy from us? Remember, we're a signal. There will be success. It's that simple. So please leave your comments in the section below and look at the Huna prayer that I've left in the description box below. Practice it for 30 days. And this is really if you want to attract abundance into your life. But it can be done, or the words can be changed, that you can attract good health, love, or anything in your life that you're wanting to attract. We don't want to attract money. You want to attract abundance. You don't want to attract someone in your life. You want to attract love and joy into your life. So just look at the different words of how you program them into the subconscious mind, or how you send them up to the higher worlds. And it's going to be interesting to see everyone's manifestations. I hope this video makes a difference for you in your life. The challenge now lies for you to break these old patterns in a very simple way. Please don't forget to subscribe and to comment on the success of your manifestations. I'd really love to hear it. And I'll catch you in the next video.